Amber from the Vault here. Welcome back to another Fallout 4 pre-mod settlement walkthrough, a pre-settlement view of what I used to do back in the days before I had mods. Now, the reason we're not looking at this, as you may have noticed, this is Oberland Station. There is not a lot to this area, and you really have to try to build hard here with only, just basically no mods and only vanilla tools here being able to build. It's actually very difficult. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and well, I'm going to show you a very poor walkthrough here. It's a pretty bad settlement build. Gonna be honest, a little embarrassed, but for a while now I've been showing you some of my pre-mod builds. I've had a lot of people say to me, wow, I don't know how your mod builds are like really cool, or you did a good job on that mod build, or I haven't been able to do that, man, I wish I could. Let me show you what I was like before I did mods in my game, and I really was a late adopter for mods. I really resisted them. A lot of people who have kind of been hanging out with the channel for a while may already know that. So we're gonna go ahead and start here just by looking at the first monstrosity that I created, which is just kind of the check-in area here at Oberland Station. We'll turn around in just a second, I promise. So if we're looking in here, this is basically all my security. You can see I actually have a broken, that's basically the animal tamer thing. It's broken, and I haven't bothered to fix it. So like I said, wanted to show you my really crappy build here, so don't hold it against me when you see how awful this is. But this is just kind of my check-in area here, as you can see along the train tracks. Again, not a nice build. It looks pretty horrible. It's about to get worse. Let's go ahead and turn around and actually look at the settlement here. Welcome to Oberland Station! All right. So this is one of the builds that I've done here at Oberland Station. Now, there are actually multiple versions of Oberland Station that I've done throughout the years, just having the game, or I should say the last 2 years having the game. Some of them have been worse than others. I would say that this is probably my best version of, I guess, a settlement here. Definitely have struggled a lot with building settlements in this game, pre-mods. Even after mods, it took me a long time to get used to what I was supposed to do here in the game when I was doing things like this. Definitely something that I can't say I was very talented at building, but hopefully you guys can kind of understand that. It was very difficult before mods if you were one of those people around. What's going on there? Did you see that floating above his head? Well, anyway, it was very difficult to build mods back in the day. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. Of course, this is just the tower that everyone normally gets here at Oberland Station. This is part of the railroad track. We'll go ahead and head up here. I did add the lights here just to say welcome to Oberland Station. I was so proud of myself when I built this because I thought it was so cool and I had done such a good job. And now I look at it and I'm just offended. I went ahead and put two this is just so ridiculous to have these up here. 2 workshops here for scavenging. So I have my scavengers up here. I'm going to go ahead and jump down. I have kitties. I have lots of kitties here at the settlement. Gotta love having little kitties. Okay. I hung a lot of Minutemen flags on this one. You'll see that too. And this was long before I had the ability to use fuse boxes as an energy source. So of course I have a big fusion generator here. Go ahead and turn around. What you're going to see is what I basically used to do for all of my shops. I would create what I would call an outdoor mall, and I would place all my shops like this, all in a line. Just so it was a one-stop shop for me. I could walk from one vendor to the other. This was something I did kind of for my own convenience while playing the game. Definitely is not attractive, doesn't look good, doesn't play well when you're looking at it now. It's actually really disappointing. One thing that I'm really surprised that Bethesda didn't do is they didn't automatically kind of put something on all of those little hooks there and stuff. It's kind of sad. Or at least give us the opportunity to do it. If there was the opportunity, it wasn't on PS4, or I never found it. So I used to just build these. This is very common. You'll see in my pre-mod builds. So let's go ahead and leave here because it's just depressing and makes us all sad. And then here's the trading post. Again, now I use invisible rugs for everything. Very, very different world now. This is where I obviously had all of my food, all of my fruits and vegetables that my people were working on. There's a lot of fruits and vegetables here. I don't tend to put as many fruits and vegetables out anymore at different locations. Now all of my stuff is hooked together, and there are plenty of different areas that have plenty of food. just has never really been a problem for me to have a lot of food. So I'm probably going to reduce how much food I put here in the future. I'm hoping to do a future build on this one. So back here you can see this is actually where I've gotten attacked from a few times. I believe I've gotten some super mutant attacks back here. So I went ahead and threw a bunch of just random turrets back here. Again, no thought put into this. You can kind of tell when I don't put a lot of thought into settlements back in the day. Another random turret down there, as well as our Brahmin trough. All right, so let's go into the only building here at Oberland Station. The poor people here just have to stay outside all the time. It's actually pretty depressing. Lots of flags. I was really into flags for a while. I was having a real flag bend to me. And then the random water all over the place. I used to walk around and just place them. It's ridiculous. All right, let's go into the building. My very little decorations for my restricted and employees only. And this is just that barrack style. I got really into using barrack style for a long time. It was something I just did constantly. Never works out well, doesn't look good. Doesn't make your settlers feel good, if you ask me. Now I know Fallout doesn't actually have something built in for that, but they should. Your settlers should be a little bit more worried about their privacy. This sucks to have to sleep on these dirty mattresses just in a giant room with everyone else. And what was I thinking here? This is very much a pain in the ass. I don't know what else to say about it, but it's horrible. I have stuff clipping in. I have just beds in rows. Again, this was a very, very poor settlement build, but this is what most of my settlements were like pre-mods, especially when I couldn't remove things like trees and those sorts of things. Scrap That Commonwealth has been fantastic for me. Yes, you can remove trees in the vanilla game, but Scrap That Commonwealth and Scrap That Settlement give you ability to remove things that you never had before. So I'm really excited to go ahead and just come in here to Oberland Station and kind of do a revamp on it. That's going to take me a while though, so I wanted to show you what it looked like beforehand so that you can kind of see that. And then we'll go ahead and eventually I'll do the after, but this is definitely going to be the before. So that's it, guys. That is my little walkthrough here of the pre-mods version of Oberland Station. Remember, this was long before I could use mods in the game. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, if you'd like to see more settlement mods or more settlement builds or more whatever, let me know in the comments. It's the best way to do it. Comments here on YouTube or hook up with me over on Twitter. Why not? At AmberFrmThVault, spelt the same way as here. No O in from, no E in the. And I'm trying to get more active on Instagram, guys. It's also AmberFrmThVault over there. There should be a picture of my big dumb face on your screen in just a second. Click that to subscribe to the channel. If you're interested, you can click the bell icon to get notified every time I post a new video. And there should also be a playlist on your screen of all of my Fallout videos, as well as a random video that YouTube thinks you'd like based on your viewing history. All right, I will see you all in the next one. Thanks so much.